Listen, Stoner. Huh. So this is focused.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacon. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Coming out with it, it's Claiborne. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13th. First down here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. They'll try to power their way ahead.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on 3rd and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
Dude, he ran too flaky.
Especially early in ball games, set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
They'll throw it on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. And the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Ohio State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And the extra point is good. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what?
Dude.
So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Unloads to the wideout. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Buys a little time. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier trying to get to him. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Snap from the gun on third down. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deeks.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. He'll be stopped at the 17. The offense set for a first down play. Little touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Well, guys. Buckeyes, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to run for it. Now
you gotta do something else.
Opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Scrambling away. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Steps away. It's complete to the right. Push down for the tackle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to pass it on second down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Wake!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And the Demon Deacons will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. And that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you can see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that line. Anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. To the ground with the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to throw. It's Howard. Might be looking to run. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
When you get the incompletion there on third down, you've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Coming after it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
That's a good...
Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we're going to see the Notre Dame Fighting Irish
buddy.
taking on a team from the
Can you wait?
ACC,
Okay.
the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Fielded in the end zone. It's Claiborne. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. Handoff here from the shotgun.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, create space, trying to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
He dumps it off to the tight end. He's stopping, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Mays.
Call me Linux.
Big game before he goes
What's
out
up,
of
buddy?
bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, nice drag route here. And
Okay, hold on, Linux. After this game out. Hold on, buddy. Okay?
Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. With the catch, it's Mays.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Back to throw again. Tries to get it to the running back. That's reeled in. It's Claiborne. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And he goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. The sure hands. It's Mays. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Looks right for a quick completion. Touchdown, Wake. This quarterback on fire today. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
And the BAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down here for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Gain moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
You're not going to like what it is.
Comes to the line quickly. Looking to pass. It's Leonard. Makes a quick catch. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Breaking tackles. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the runner takes off to his right. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on 2nd down.
Back to pass. It's Leonard. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
What?
A great chance at an interception. Could not hold on in the end zone. We'll set up a third down call. The second down incompletion sets up 3rd and inches. Can he make it to the marker? And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it, a 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Takes the handoff again. And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a 3rd down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important 3rd down to try to convert here.
To throw, it's Leonard. Snags the quick throw. And the ball to the ground.
Penix. Take it, take it, take it.
This could end up being a critical play in this game. If they don't have a chance to come back and end up winning this game, the coach could look back at this very play and wonder if things could have turned out differently if they would have been able to hold on to the ball and gotten some points before the half.
You start the drive with a good throw to the right. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Short pass finds the tight end. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
To throw, it's Bachmeier. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. The Demon Deacons will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. First down. Looking to throw the football. The short completion of the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Second down, we're going to throw it.
They have dropped 2 picks.
Their first interception today. Going to set up third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to chuck it again. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They bring him down to the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Come to the line for second down and very short now. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They stop at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient.
He's not even.
Avoid the mistake. Make those first downs. Be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
To the air, it's Leonard. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Irish. Extra point try coming now. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Claiborne. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. They attack the deep middle of this defense, Kirk, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here.
Dude,
And it's
you
incomplete,
catch
but it's the
me.
final play
Me.
of this period.
Why do they do?
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for the wide out. Finds his man, has the first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Looking to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Claiborne. An impressive spin there. They get it, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. And the Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Well, the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to
Ew. I'm about to make him a minute, Jazz.
Bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. To the air, it's Leonard. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid game. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down.
I'm going to do it all the way down the field, dude.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. They'll crank up the tempo here on
How'd you do that?
down. The time is running out. They'll run it from the gun. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. And we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down.
Dude, nobody just...
Tight end. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Here's the snap.
Dude, why isn't nobody guarding that?
Off to the tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent game. The completion makes it 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down. Offense in hurry-up mode. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
I tried to switch it over and it didn't let me.
Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down. Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Evans. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. And the defense steps in here to call time with 12 seconds left on the clock. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the coach says, forget overtime. We're going for 2. Try to win it right here. Back to throw. It's Leonard. Who's to his left now, escaping the pocket. They don't get it. It's incomplete. Going for the win. The gamble doesn't pay off. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Hey, see you again. Okay. Okay. Now I can see. Yeah, longer than I'm thinking out of between and everything's great. I did.
I was wondering what happened. Back on what happened. I got knocked down that last season. I was trying something different. I lost 3 games, 4 games, something like that. So I was the All American that last one. Now I'm back at Heisman. Damn, gotta keep it where it is. Put there on 33 and 33. This shit worked. I got in front of the formation and I got one.